So yeah, I'm just gonna take it from the top and just read what I got so far. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, fuck you. No, I'm kidding. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really like it. But it's all based on truth to some degree. At least my truth, and I'm living my truth. In the House of Crows and Fog, Chapter 1, My Fall from Grace. You made me eat these words like a bitter pill. You devoured my love like a drug. You painted your ultimate end, and you failed to see the beast that stood before you, the man of light, your morning star. It was there where you tried to spin your web in such a manner you could never truly understand. But you hung with me in the dead, in that dead tree that used to hold memories, with a noose you unknowingly tied. The irony of it, you hung yourself in the same web you tried to hang me with. If you knew this would be your undoing, would you have stayed away? You were too greedy, too sloppy, my rotten little apple. You creature of despair, always a new angle, a new grift. Sooner or later you'd meet that all too familiar end again. These words as I lamented and professed a love to you, back when I thought you were real and true. Shrouded in vague gestures of love, untested, I find myself perplexed. The reveal of uncertainty between cracks of my heart. I stare blinded into desire's fire. Even a little bewildered, I see so much potential in this barren field. For the soil is fertile if we plowed it and sow it. We could grow a garden, an Eden of our own. If we watered it with thoughtfulness, selfless acts of kindness, it would give us a home to call our own. A place we could find refuge in each other's heart. You terrify me because I want to feel nothing, and you make me feel everything. If only you could see what I see. If only you could see in us. Maybe then you could understand. Maybe then you would give in. And hand in hand we could dance in lost worlds under new sunsets. We could claim our treasures and sail into a story tale where endings were made, where we once thought happily ever after only was make-believe. But here I find myself, running in circles, chasing my tail, eating meals that never fill my soul, like the Ouroboros eating its own tail, shaded by the endless shadows, only finding the static decay, this misery that has been the only company that ever stays. The only one I can keep, the only one that can stand me. I'm running to that amber stream again. I'm becoming the echo of cliche writers that came before me, drowning in that sea of broken dreams, those promises that lay discarded, with the half-felt apologies that never had hope of being kept. Empty, broken bottles strewn in empty dark home, the reflection of my soul, the vast nothingness, whispers in the halls that once was, the sounds of children's laughter. And I scrawl upon these walls in slow creeping madness, one last story, and paint them in hues of crimson and gray, leaving them forever with my story stained in the ache that grew in the vacant space you left, the spot that I used to hold you dear. But that space is bottomless. I've tried filling it time and time again. Nothing makes me feel whole again. Any reprieve has been brief, just fleeting, like the scent of early morning dew, desperately trying to cling on, nevertheless, carried away in the fading summer's breeze. I feel it crawling back inside of me again, that horrid sorrow. I try so tirelessly to outrun. That pain that just seems to remain, hiding just beneath the surface, Those little constant reminders of what once was that could never be, that never was meant. And I try to remember the good. The pain of loss slays it down like there was a bounty on my joy. What will become of me? My life? This great torment? A shadow of misery? The endless ache that fills my heart with its sorrow? A bleak reminder that I'm still on borrowed time. But this, my time in hell with you has forever fucking changed me. What's left of me is what the darkness couldn't kill. Lifeless I sat amongst the ruins. Crumbling ruins. Where my heart once beat. That cold forest of my soul where I wrestled through my own demons, my own personal hell, and through the thickets and dead trees that once held memories on their leaves. I found him in a grotto of death. It is where I met that creature of lore. He sat upon the piles of skeletons I've tried to bury and hide, outstretching those gnarled fingers of blood and rot, those hands only of the vilest form of life could hold. 'Tis in those hands where he held his own heart and ate of it. I asked him, "That's his good friend?" And he raised his beast head with peeled flesh, revealing pieces of his heart as he chewed. His eyes, bleak obsidian, sparkled with sinister urge. To which he replied to me, "It is bitter. I like it because it is bitter, and because it is my own." It was in this moment I had seen the creature for who and what he was. A shadow, a broken reflection of my own self. My eyes blank and black with despair. For it was always me. The one who devoured himself, who destroyed himself, in places hiding where even the shadows dare not go. But now the walls are stained, in one less attempt to sever the veins and bleed every fucking trace of you away. Again, that flow of amber streams. I dig this blade in, turning into my chest, pierce his heart, and dig out your name, the one that Aphrodite and cruelty scrawled as a joke, as if with malice. For all the heart, oh, once broke, perchance mistake. So I tear from me the stain you left in my shattered remains, as if I was a toy in your bitter game. The one where I was stolen from you, you sought to regain by breaking everything. Your eyes graced, but in those eyes I recognized the demon inside, the one who feasts on pain, the one insane and depraved, the one you desperately failed attempt to try and hide. A trail of broken hearts you left in your wake, careless, batting fake lashes with such divine gifts you were reckless, not knowing what sat in front of you. What sat in front of you in ripped wrapping paper and disheveled bow. But I was him. I was always him. The one who would end this game. But it was something that could never be. Doomed from the start, you knew this. You knew this from the very fucking beginning. And with a selfish act, you gave birth. You gave birth to the hell I kept tucked away in parts of me I wish to keep unknown without name. A cold moon, an icy breeze, I hear the name death whispered, calling to take my place among the forgotten. And I grin with blood-stained lips as I consumed all you gave. For I was the one you failed to slay. Reject me, defy me. From the pain you feed me, I will become the ghost in your dreams. A haunting curse you will carry like a scar amongst your soul, a deep wound that will eat your heart as you have eaten mine. Be you trickster, a demon of misery's keeper, but you held the heart of false words and became the true deceiver, the one you loathed, the one that broke you. It was in your failure, that you will become a believer. Your disguise fell, and I saw the truth. I saw the wretched beast that always lurked behind those cold blue eyes. The one you tried and tried, but forgot I owned this game. For I was here before the black planets rolled without aim. When darkness was the name of the deep, as here amongst the ruins you left, I bear the despair with pride. See me now as my wings eat your sun, and I rise from the ashes of a life you attempted to burn, and fear to burn it before it burns you. I am the fire you cannot extinguish, the bearer of light, your morning star, the one you can never burn. I am the devil that lurks behind lustful eyes. I am the one you defied, with careless deceit so easily discarded before you. As if I was a used needle, a drug to you, when you got your fix, in the trash I went. As if not to let yourself become vulnerable again. For it was easier to burn and torch a bridge than to face the demon that has eaten your peace and devoured the once divine heart. For I see you for you. I see all of you, every broken piece, every aching broken piece, begging to be glued and put back together again, but yet too scared to put the walls down to let anybody rebuild you. For it seems easier to run, to seek refuge in new ideas, than face the invisible inevitable that you will never be reborn to accept and forgive and let light and love envelop your heart. Trust in me, for I am not the deceiver. Trust in me, for my will is love. Trust in me, for I am him, the one who forgives, the one of compassion, the one who holds you forever dear to my heart. For you are a part of me, and I you. For I am the truth you try to deny. For what I offered was a path of healing and divinity. Mayhaps it was all just a love of sick days, wrapped in the idea that a happily ever after exists outside of the fictions we so easily discard. But there is no chance of that idea, for you were but a young, broken soul, needing true guidance, and a place to be a child, not a pawn for some wretched thing I saw upon you, was a reflection of the true wicked one, the one who manipulated you and bent you to her will, the true evil one, the one rejoicing as the righteous burns in the place of her succubi. But I will stand tall, and I will stand for you, for I am the timeless, the ageless, and everything you truly wished upon. I see you clear as a puddle of tears we left, for I know you, for you are me. But now, daylight fading, she stands bewitching. Amidst the snow, her whispers fly with ice blue eyes that sing of sorrow deep as endless nights. Bitter and bleak they bid goodbye, a shadowed nun, the soul undone, divinity's maiden, her frozen beauty of moons wild. Yet hope fades with passing breath, a chilling symphony that spoke her story, a heart defiled, broken promises and words vile. But here, ever so bittersweet, she takes from me this day and gives me temptatious nights, the vastest sprawling oblivions, as we dance entranced this endless night in a dark romance. A broken heart meets a broken heart. The winds lament lost memories, Fading, her gaze holds stories never told, in forgotten air as cold as my heart, a symphony wailing of tarnished dreams and innocence cold, ice blue eyes reflecting her tragic veil, cursed to wander through nights alone, a priestess of sorrow, for it seems a love to fail, binding this sacred with darkness unknown. But here now, that cold red sea I flow before thee, that which of a life that could never fucking be, a life doomed in endless agony, that soft grinning misery that would grow to steal everything, those dark shadows of sorrow, the ones who call me to the grave, the ones who speak in whispers only my skeletons and ghosts can hear, bringing storms of unrelenting uncertainty, that fog that rolls over, clouding me like riders of my own apocalypse, plunging me into darkness, that abyss inside of me, the vast consuming nothingness, the pit where my demons hide, the ones I've tirelessly been trying to outrun, the hell that is me, but my feet only carry me to the edge of reason, the edge of a bottle, or into another ledge, staring down, step off, leap, choosing to change, but still choosing the fall, that drop, the one that echoes the gallows drop. Staring at my oblivion, that fall, the one that will grant me wings on shoulders as bare as the sleek beak of that crow, the watcher, the one taunting me, the one who follows me, glaring at me with the eyes of the dead, for I've always had one foot in the grave. To love thyself, to despise thyself, for I am a paradox of my own paradigm. In this tragedy I bear with pride, for it is my own dark place, but it is my own. It is the only thing I've ever known. It is all that is left of me. In this peace of solitude, the silence is still static. The ringing, even in the quiet, is too loud. But I trace you with blades sharpened in lies, polished with the betrayal, and I carve out that dark mark, the one you left upon my heart. The name of dismay, the name that I spoke into the void, calling to rip me from my madness, to bring means to my end, to sever my veins, for they are my shackles. They are the ones keeping me chained in this prison, trapped in a world that threw me away. Here we are again, on the edge, the precipice of change. This familiar parable, that all too familiar darkness calling my name, to slip into the black, icy abyss, to be so kind to myself and be so unkind to others. The rain is falling like shards of glass. Each drop stings. It's cold, colder than I remember. Everything has become colder. Your name I wear still in my heart. I can't seem to cut it out. I dig in with blades and shred my wrist in the hope to bleed every trace of you out. But you remain like the cancer that's spreading in my body, the one that's been poisoning my brain, like your words. They seem almost one and the same. Either way, I'll be dead soon. Either maggot feast, ashes, or fish food. By my hands are the ones that fate has dealt me in this shitty card game. You wretched fucking imp. You've stained me, scarred me, left my heart and mind maimed. But I could never find anger to hate you enough. Hate is the only way I could truly expel the toxic traces of you. But how could I? I do believe there was moments there, moments that were real. What does that make me? A vile beast, tricked or not? In my head I'm chasing the ghost of ideas, the dead remains of something fake. But here in the moment I'm sitting, the fog is swallowing the city, the buildings disappear, a few stories up as if the sky dropped down so heaven could be closer to me. So the Father I cast away could reach out and keep me from going over that railing. How did I get here? My mouth and lips burn with each sip. I'm searching not for answers, but for the right words to leave behind. The right words to ease your minds. To know the hell that I've had to hide. But I'm silent, and I still remain in the shadows so no one can see. So no one can stop me, not this time. This plunge will be fucking mine. It is in this note I leave these words. I'm sorry for so much. I'm sorry for the inconveniences, the inconsistencies. I'm sorry for the selfish acts. I'm sorry for the white lies. I'm sorry for never reaching out, for running from everything, from every emotional battle. I'm sorry for becoming a ghost to myself and so many others. I'm sorry for failing, for not changing and choosing. Sorry to myself for never being able to forgive myself for every mistake. Fuck, I probably never will. Sorry for letting so many people down. Sorry for all the times I said I'd come out and meet up, and then disappeared for weeks. I'm sorry for never loving myself the way I should have, the way I could have. I'm sorry for neglecting my own well-being as I self-destructed, because I guarantee I'm not done yet. I'm sorry for all the people I've bled all over, for I only stuffed the wounds with smoke and powders, washing out the canyon-deep gouges in my soul with endless amber flow of fermentation. I'm sorry for leaving you unread when you needed me, because I couldn't find the words you needed for what you needed to hear. I didn't believe myself. I'm sorry to Moose the Most for not being there like I should have been, for all those walks we never took, for all those swims that could have been. I'm sorry for the pain I caused when I was healing, when I was toxic, but it seems as if I'll never be healed. I'm sorry for pushing everybody away, torching bridges just for the momentary warmth, or to keep you away, to chase you away so it would hurt less when you couldn't really... Torching bridges just for the momentary warmth, or to keep you away, to chase you away, so it would hurt less when I pressed that cold metal to my wrist. Sorry for not letting you in. I did it so it would hurt less when you could no longer talk to me from anywhere but prayers. Sorry for every broken promises, especially the ones I never planned on keeping, the ones where I looked you all in the eyes, knowing it was a lie just to ease your worries. What good is all of this anyways? I'll do it all again, because in the end I was always dead inside, so I decided to become dead outside. But that ever-growing ache inside my soul, the one that swallows my heart whole, it never heals, it never goes away. It has always been this way, slowly growing, stretching like branches, reaching for a barren sun. Death it will be mine. It will be my final reprieve. It will be the only escape. And so I apologize for this decision, but it is my own to make. I do wholeheartedly make this on my own. And I need you to understand, this is what I want. It is my only relief I can see. Everyone can sit and say this and that about what to do. I understand you feel similar. But you really never understand how much hurt I live with. I should not be here. I exist in others' lives. All I find is heartbreak. It has always been this way. One day you will see the pain I live with inside. I'm not angry with any of you. I blame no one. I just wish you could understand what I've been going through. What I've been through. How many I've held while they took their last breaths. How many took their place instead of mine. But I'm out of time, and I'm okay, and I'm ready to take my place amongst the shadows of soon-to-be fading memories. Perhaps I put my energy in the wrong places, but it has been a wonderful time. I've loved with all my heart.